Hey everyone, I am so excited to welcome everybody to the Power Hour today. I am Kendall Herbst. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and I haven't got to meet you yet. It's so nice to meet you. I'm a mama of five little girls. My youngest is, oh, I hope it got that. We'll see. Um, but my youngest is actually 3 months, and so she is here and she's playing on the play mat right now. So fingers crossed, she stays happy as can be. But I'm excited to get on here today for our Power Hour and chat with you all and just kind of share some stuff that our team does. And we will work through some of this as well. So on our team, one thing that we do every day and that we share, and I'm flipping mine over to show you all a blank page, is we have a morning round sheet and we have an IPA sheet. And I have all these in a binder, but I will share them with Tamara and make sure that your leaders have them if you want them. But our morning round sheet, this goes over our monthly goals. So we are looking at our goals every single day for what we are shooting for the month. So for instance, it has like our point goal on there, your projection, your daily goal, what you need for that day so that you can map out your day and your month to hit your monthly goal. The other thing that we have on here is credit card declines. If somebody's under 100 PV, if somebody gets a refund, every morning we're checking to see what is going on in our back office. This is super, super important because that's an easy way for you to catch something, especially those credit card declines. A lot of times I hear back from people and they're like, oh my gosh, I got a new card last month. I totally did not mean for that order not to go out. Can you help me? And so it's just updating that information. So we go through each morning, we write all this down in our morning rounds, and then during our IPA, we can go through, message these people and follow up with them as some of our follow-ups for the day. So that is one thing that I highly recommend if you're not doing this yet, or if your team's not doing this. Morning rounds can kind of change everything, I think, for your business, because when you're looking at the numbers, you're going to grow. Genevieve said this, it was a couple of weeks ago on a call I was on with her, and she was like, if you are not paying attention to the numbers in your back office, your numbers are going to continue to go down or they're going to stay stagnant. But if you're watching your numbers, then as you continuously add and as you are helping those people that maybe they turn off for whatever reason, and you can help them through that, but as you're watching your numbers, your business is going to continue to grow and move up. And I can tell you that when I am focused on my numbers, my business is growing. So if you are not focused on those, focus on those numbers. Oh, there she goes. Sorry, y'all. So for IPA, so we are going to work on our IPA today on this call, but I wanted to share a couple of things with you all that are really, really working for our team when you are reaching out and you have a new person that has just joined you. So in that duplication section, so we have a duplication section here on our IPA sheet. And this is so important for your growth as a leader, your growth for your team, and your growth for your business. But it's connecting with one business builder daily, hosting an event or jumping in to be a part of an event that your team's leading, three-way chats, getting your team members on a phone call, and helping them post in their stories or on Facebook. Well, these are things you should be doing every day with your team. But I want to tell you an easy way to help somebody new and cast that vision on them. And you can use this in your daily IPA. Hold on, I'm just gonna grab her. She's just talking, but hold on. This is Mallory. Welcome to the call, Mal. So one thing that we have been doing is when I sign a new VIP, for instance, I am going to tell that new VIP that when they join, that I would like to get them on a phone call when they get their products in. Getting them on the phone when they have their products in hand really helps them to visually see what do they have in front of them. And we're going to spend 5 minutes. This does not need to be a long call, you all, but 5 minutes talking about how they're going to take those products. Okay. So while you're talking to them about how they're going to take their products, you're going to remind them that they have Plexus perks because they're a VIP. They get these awesome perks that if they order one more month, that's going to get them a free bottle of product, right? So it's just one more month. They're going to get free product. How awesome is that? So you're going to remind them of that. And then while you're on that call with them, you're going to say something like this. Hey, I pride myself on helping the women on my team get their products covered so that finances are never an issue for them reaching their health goals. I never want finances to be an issue for you not reaching your goals that we've been talking about. Would you be interested in learning more about how you can get the cost of your products paid for? They say, oh, maybe. I'm like, okay, let me show you what you can make this month. And I just send them, I'm sure you all have seen them. I can make sure Tamara has some. I think she's posted them already. But I share with them the little graphic that says, like, if you add 3, you'll make this much. If you add 6, you'll make this much. If you add 9, you'll make this much. And I share that with them because that casts vision on them to see, okay, if I just share with 3 friends and have 3 friends become a VIP just like me, I can make $300 and something this month. You all, that can change somebody's life. It really, really can. And so when you cast that vision upon them, that is going to get them excited. It's going to get them eager to share. And so I want to encourage you all, if you are not using that kind of language about how you pride yourself in helping women get their products covered so that finances don't have to be an issue for them to, reach their health goals, I want you to try that. I really want you to try just switching up your wording. I know for me, I changed it a couple months ago. And when I did that month, I had 4 ladies go fast start silver that were my level ones, and 2 of them double ranked to senior silver and have moved on to gold. And so I really want to encourage you. You never know when somebody joins if they really want the business or if they don't. But a lot of times people would love to get the cost of their products paid for. And so that can really help them. So today we are going to spend a few minutes reaching out to your newest VIPs. And I want you to cast some vision upon them and ask them and tell them, say, hey, I pride myself on helping the women on my team get their products covered. I want this to be, and let them know that you want, that you pride yourself on helping women on your team get their products covered so that finances are never an issue for them in reaching their health goals. Would this be something that they would be interested in learning more about? Okay, so we're just going to spend 5 minutes. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes and reach out to those newest VIPs you have. Anybody who's already joined you this month or joined at the end of the month last month, reach out to them and share that with them. So we're going to set a timer and we will reach out. And I will add too, just while you are doing this, I love to send voice messages when I'm doing this. I feel like a voice message shows so much more passion and drive, and they can hear that in your voice. That's going to make them connect with you even more. So I want to encourage you all to send a voice message. And yes, I will put the verbiage in the chat. Give me just a second to type that out. Okay, so I just typed it up really quick and put it in the chat. This message, like I said, I send it over voice. I feel like it comes across so much more genuine when you send it over a voice message. And then when they send a message back, I just reply and say, okay, I'm so excited for you. It's as simple as just like what you did, getting a welcome pack. So signing up as a VIP. So would you have 3 friends or family members that you think would be interested in these products too? You can list off some things like, do you know anybody who's looking for more energy? Or like for me, I'm a mama with little ones. I'm looking for energy, losing baby weight. I'm a nursing mom. Like I list off different things. Maybe they're looking for digestion issues. Do you know anybody that could benefit from this? And then I help them from there. And I show them, like I said, I send them that graphic of what they can make because that is going to cast that vision. I think a lot of times, silver is awesome. Getting people to silver, getting people to 3 new ads is incredible. But really, guys, we want to be pushing that going senior, silver, going gold, because that's what's really going to create that team for them, that residual income that's going to start coming in. And so if they can see what that income potential would look like to add that many people to their team, that is going to get them very excited about that possibility. So casting that vision of what that can look like can change everything for somebody. And I'm going to shout somebody out, and I hope she doesn't mind, but Ashley is on this call, and Ashley is one of my new level ones. She joined me a couple months ago. She went Fast Start Silver her first month. Last month, she went Fast Start Senior Silver and Fast Start Gold. And she is duplicating this with her team, and they are growing. She had a girl go Fast Start Silver and Fast Start Senior Silver last month as well. And they are using this type of system, and they are putting people in 3-way chats and getting people connected and casting that vision. And Ashley has been like the stuff she was telling me, you all, of what this business opportunity has done for her and what going Fast Start Gold did last month, and the ways it's going to help impact her family are incredible. And that is why we share, and that's why we do this. And so Ashley's team is flourishing in many, many ways, and Senior Gold is coming. But utilizing this system of really sharing the business as you're adding everybody can really impact and change things. So I want to encourage you all. It works, and it can really impact people's life. So, all right. So we spent some time sending those messages. And then we're going to talk about some connection messages. I like to call them connection messages over like a cold message. And so ways that you can connect with other people. And one thing that I like to do is I like to get into stories. So I like to check out people's stories and reply to stuff that's happening in their stories, because it brings on genuine connection with people as we are connecting and making that relationship together, right? Because this business is all about relationship building. It's all about getting to know people and helping people. And so if I can add value to somebody through other things, they're going to come to me for Plexus as well, right? And so we are going to spend some time in stories. But what I want you to do as you're in these stories and you're looking at people's stories and you're commenting, you want to ask them questions. You want to show genuine connection with them. And so ask them questions about what they're doing, or if they went somewhere, or we like to travel, and we went to Vermont last weekend, and we went to Maine. And so people were asking me oh, is this where was this at? Or what was this? So ask people questions. They want to know. People like to talk about themselves and what they're doing. And so ask them questions that's going to get them talking, that's going to create a conversation, because that is going to create a connection to where they're going to be okay, I really get along with Nicole. Nicole and I can get along great. She is, becoming a good friend. Now I feel comfortable talking to her more about Plexus and about what this could bring for me. So let's spend a few minutes. I'm going to set a timer for like 5 minutes, and let's get into some stories and just have some genuine connection with people. All right, ready, set, go. All right, ladies, how are those connection messages going? We have about 1 more minute left. Like the thumbs up, Nicole. All right. So we are going to move on. And that is something that you can continue to do. Like, I know so many people like sit and scroll instead of sitting and scrolling, be commenting and creating relationships, because it's all about the relationships. So we are going to go through, and one thing that people love is they love to be wished happy birthday. But instead of just commenting on somebody's wall, I want to challenge you all to send them a message. So we're going to send them a message, and you could say something like, Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. Do you have any fun plans for this evening, or are you getting to do anything fun to celebrate? Something that is going to let them know, A, you care because you're wishing them happy birthday, you care about them. And two, you are creating conversation, asking them about what their plans are, what they're going to be doing. So we're going to spend 5 minutes, and I want you to go to your birthday list, and you are going to wish some happy birthday. Okay. So hopefully you're able to wish some happy birthdays. If you didn't get them all done, you can jump back and do that after the call. But wishing people a happy birthday is a great way to connect. The next thing I wanted to mention that we have on our IPA sheet is expanding your network daily. So adding 3 new friends daily to your network. And I know a lot of the girls on our team have added a lot of new friends in the past day. But one thing that I was going to tell you, I want you all to go, when you can go right now and go to your Facebook and look at suggested friends. There are so many different ways to add new friends each day, but go and add 3 while I tell you all something that our team has been doing, and that could be a way for you to expand your network. So we are doing a butts and guts challenge, and this is something that I used to do a lot, probably 2 years ago, and it's a great way to expand your network. And so she is not having it today. But the way it works is you can create a butts and guts challenge. You can do a squat challenge. You can do whatever you want. If you wanted to do a group on budgeting, we did that once. It was fun. But you create a new group. And so then you go in, like, for instance, I went in some mom groups and I said, hey, mamas, I am so excited for summer. I cannot wait. I'm pairing up with a couple other mom friends, and we are doing a butts and guts challenge this month. Would anybody want to join us? And so you post that in the group, and then all these women comment and say, yes, I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And so then you add them as a friend, send them a message, tell them how excited you are for them to do the group with you. Once they accept your friend request, then you add them to the private group. This can expand your network tenfold. So for instance, I know we have girls that have added over 100 friends in the past, like, 24 hours. from doing this, and those are all new connections. And those can all eventually turn into people that will be interested in the products. It's not something for you to spam people with Plexus about right after you do it, but it is to build new connections. And I can tell you all that I have added multiple people from doing this. And last month, all 3 of the ladies that I added were from groups that I had done 2 years ago, like that have been following me for 2 years. I have girls on our team that have gone gold that I'd met in groups just like that. And so it is a great way to build your network. So I want you all to make 3 new friends really quick. And then we are going to do some follow-ups in just a second. So I'll give you all just a minute to do that.
Kendall, you're muted.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving you all 1 more minute. Mallory's just a little fussy. So I thought,
Okay.
I would mute out so that everybody didn't have to hear her upset. Sorry. Okay. So ladies, next, so we have made new friends. We have wished people happy birthday. We have made connections in stories and in posts. We are going to do some follow-up messages and some reach out messages together. And so I love to follow up in multiple different ways. And so I don't usually send the same message to people. I always want to make it personal to them. But I wanted to share with you all some things that I like to send for follow-ups. So depending upon the person, I like to send a message about, hey, I saw this testimony. I thought it really related to you. I would send them the testimony. I send videos. I love to send like the triplex video a lot. I also love to send videos on like the slim or like how a product works. And so I send lots of different follow-ups in that category, but I wanted to show you all. I'm trying to put it in my little notebook here. So we have in this notebook that I have, and I can share this. This is a personal prospect list. And so I have names written on here, and across it, it has like their first contact. And then it has a follow-up would be like send a video and then put them in a 3-way chat. And even you all, even as a diamond, I still, even though I can answer the questions, I still put people in a 3-way chat with my sponsor. And I want to tell you why. Megan is incredible, and people connect with Megan in a different way than they are going to connect with me. And I want my team to feel supported in all angles, in all assets of life. And so when somebody joins my team, I make sure that I connect them with Megan, even though I can answer those questions. And even though I'm sure you can answer those questions, it is to create a community of support so that they have somebody else that is cheering them on this journey. We want our team members to feel supported. And so that 3-way chat is huge. So don't ever feel like that you shouldn't do it because you've been around long enough, whatever. No. A 3-way chat is great. It is great for you to connect your newbies or prospects, just to give them that third-party validation and another person of support. You can add them into a live event. So I know a lot of us all do, we do messenger parties. You can do a 3-day challenge, all different kinds of things. You can send them a sample. So you can use the app and send a sample, or you can stick a sample in an envelope and send them a couple of samples. But that's a great way to follow up with somebody if they've been talking to them for a long time and they just keep holding off. Maybe it's because they're worried about the taste. So that is one that you could send. And then if you have a group that has testimonies in it, so if you have a testimony page for your team, you can add and tag them and then send them a message in that group as a follow-up. So lots of different follow-up tools to use to reach out to your prospects. And like I said, I love to use voice message. And so many times my husband will be like, "Are you really using that again?" I'm like, "Yes." And people will say, "I had no idea I could do that. It is awesome getting to hear your voice." And I can't tell you how many people I've had say that and say it all the time. And so if you're not using voice messenger, use it because it can totally change everything. So we're gonna spend 5 minutes doing some follow-up messages. Um, and if you all need help, just let me know. And guys, I will say this too. I always love asking questions. And this one's actually a message from Christina Williams that she shared on a call last week. But saying, like, I know we were chatting back and forth. Plexus seemed like it was a good fit for you. So I wondered if I could ask you what's keeping you from jumping in and wanting to get started. And so that you can find out what their objection is so that you can help them work through that. So that is a great message to use to check back in. All right. How are follow-ups going? I always love follow-ups. Is everybody doing good? Yeah. You all still working? Still sending follow-ups? Yes. See some head nodding. Okay. Terry Jo's saying yes. Okay. Would you all like a few more minutes for follow-ups? Yeah. A couple more? Okay. We'll do 2 more minutes. All right, ladies. So before we wrap up the call, I want to talk to you all about a couple things on retention and some messages to make sure that you're sending. Um, and you all can send these this afternoon. But um, you want to make sure you go through, and especially at the beginning of the month, and do a couple of things. Did anyone on your team rank up last month, or did they like win the tablet? Make sure you're sharing those things, getting those things posted, getting those things out there. Um, Text anybody that joined your team and welcome them. I will say until I was probably Emerald. Yeah, I would say Emerald. Every single level, I was in contact with letting them know welcome, like, hey, like I would send them a welcome message and everything. Now I do more my upper levels. But I want you to send a message and welcome them to your team. Welcome them, let them know that you are there, that you're supporting them. It just gives them a contact person in case for whatever reason they need somebody to reach out to. They know that you are there. So just check in, let them know that you're here. And then I want you to check in with at least one active product user that's using their products. So somebody that's using their products, but they're not sharing the business right now, check in with them today. You can use that message we used earlier that you were sending to your newer VIPs. You could use that with a current as well. Somebody who's not sharing, but maybe they've been using the products for a few months and now it's the time for them to share. And then make sure we talked about it with morning rounds, but when you check your back office, we're going to send some messages for credit card declines, and you're also going to look at Perks Report and send messages there. And so I was going to tell you all a couple of messages that I like to send. These are things that I do on a daily basis, and I send messages out. And the first one is to somebody who is like a credit card decline. Okay. And so I just reach out and I just say something like, hey, I see that something happened with your credit card this month. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I would love to help you get it fixed so we can get your products because I know you're loving them and you've been consistent with them. And we want to make sure that you don't run out of what you currently have. And so just trying to be as positive as I can about it. I'm not being like, oh my gosh, your car didn't go out. Where's your money? Like, don't say something that's like gonna come across offensive. It is just needs to be something lighthearted. Let them know that you care, that you're here to support them and you don't want them to run out of products. Because I can tell you this, when you run out of active or you want to run out of probiotic or BioCleanse, those are things you other products do, but those are ones most people do not want to run out of if they're used to having them. They don't want to wait a week. And so a lot of people are like, oh, thank you. Um, and then perk points, you all. I'm always sending messages on perk points. So you want to check that in your back office. But if somebody's points are about to expire, I just send a message and be like, hey, Nicole, I just was looking and it looks like your perk points are about to expire. You have 3 days to get them back on so you don't lose 1,000 perks. That would get you almost the whole triplex. Can I help you get your subscription back on so you don't lose those? And a lot of times people are like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. So don't think just because somebody turned it off that they know that it's automatically turning off. I know it gives them the little like reminder cue when they turn off their subscription. But a lot of times I have found that even though it does that, people don't understand what it's telling them sometimes. And so they still don't want to miss out on all that free product. They didn't realize they had so many product credits. So check in on those and send the messages to get them to reset their order. But y'all, I'm so glad that you were able to join us today for the Power Hour. We have another one next week. It's at 11 with Jennifer. So super excited for that. But I hope you all have a great morning. Continue working your business, continue sharing because you all, we have products that truly change lives. But I am so excited for you all and I hope you all have a great afternoon. I'll see y'all later. Bye everyone.